The following review may contain spoilers. Eurovision is the latest Will Ferrell comedy, and man, there's not a lot of good things to say here. I think I laughed about 3 total times during the whole movie, and they're all in the second hour, so the first hour was pretty torturous. I kind of wanted to shut it off, but I stuck through it, and it was a little better in the second half, but really not a lot of positive things to say. The key line of this movie, as said by one of the judges of the Eurovision Song Competition, as soon as Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams perform their last number, the judge says, "Okay, so not as bad as we expected." This is the essential problem of the movie, as this concept is only funny if the singers are really bad. If the singers are good, what's funny about it? On top of that, you have Rachel McAdams, who is really attractive. So what's funny about a beautiful girl singing well? Nothing. You can compare this to Blades of Glory, which is a very similar movie in terms of idea, concept, and even the story structure. What was the funny stuff here? There was just nothing. There was no real absurd, elaborate musical numbers or anything like that. Right when I saw the poster of this film, I just had a bad feeling. The pairing of Rachel McAdams and Will Ferrell, I'm like, oh man, this isn't gonna work because she's too pretty. Will Ferrell's comedies are about, weird, silly, stupid white people, right? Doing stupid things, and he's kind of goofing on white people, making fun of white people, and how can you do that when you have this beautiful girl who can sing well? It doesn't make any sense. The last number, the final number where they have to perform to win the competition, the finale, it's not even going for comedy at all. The script was written by Will Ferrell and a writing partner, and it just really needed some rewrites. Here's an example. There's an interesting idea where their rival singer, Demi Lovato, she gets killed and her ghost keeps appearing to warn Will Ferrell about impending danger. And one of her arms is chopped off and she's all disgusting. But they really don't do anything with this idea. And she just appears a couple times and really nothing funny happens. I mean, I thought in 2 seconds she should be slowly falling apart every time she appears, like an eyeball pops out or something like that, but really they don't do anything with this idea at all. My final rating for Eurovision is 1.5 stars. The Rotten Tomatoes percentage here is 63%. The critics were way off. I don't know what movie they were watching. I mean, I laughed 3 times. The first half I didn't laugh at all. I wanted to shut it off. I don't know how you can give this a positive review. Here's just a quick analysis on Will Ferrell's career right now. I believe he teamed up 5 times with Adam McKay. Adam McKay did Anchorman 1, 2, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, and the other guys. And Adam McKay is a great director. I could even see in these lowbrow comedies he did have a flair for filmmaking, and I thought, man, this guy's gonna end up doing something else. He's gonna leave these comedies and just do something different. And it happened. He did 2 great films, The Big Short and Vice. And Will Ferrell lost this great director, and he's kind of been lost in his career now. I'm thinking of Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler. They both kind of faded out within the last few years, or maybe even more than that. I can't remember the last time I saw a really good Jim Carrey comedy. Adam Sandler still does some good serious acting, like in Uncut Gems, but I don't really watch his comedies anymore either, so it looks like Will Ferrell is going on the same path, and I just think he needs to find a really good director to work with. Here's a ranking of Will Ferrell's films that I've seen. I'm only gonna choose comedies, none of his independent film work or anything like that. I'm only gonna choose comedies and only where he's one of the lead actors. At number 10 is Eurovision. At number 9, I'm gonna have to put The Other Guys, as I just don't remember laughing that much in this movie. as compared to the other Adam McKay, Will Ferrell collaborations. At number 8, I'm gonna put the Christmas comedy Elf. It was total crap script, but Jon Favreau, the director, and Will Ferrell really elevated this material. At number 7, I'm gonna put Get Hard. This was not received very well, but I just remember this movie being pretty funny. From number 6 on, it's really hard to put them in any sort of order because all of these movies are so good, but here we go. At number 6, I'm gonna put Old School. The Will Ferrell scenes alone make this a classic comedy. At number 5, I'm going to put Talladega Nights. Sacha Baron Cohen was so good in this that he's almost funnier than Will Ferrell. So you got two great comedic performances here and really solid effort. At number 4, I'm going to put Blades of Glory. Not a team up with Adam McKay, but this movie is just hilarious. So many funny ideas. At number 3, I'm going to put Anchorman 2. I feel like this was not that well received by the fans. I just remember the box office went way down the second week. But I thought this was hilarious. I love Kristen Wiig's weird character, the girlfriend to Steve Carell's weird character Brick. And I love the celebrity cameos at the end. That was really funny and a good idea. So I'm going to put this at number 3. At number 2, I'm going to put Anchorman 1. This is where it all started. Will Ferrell and Adam McKay's totally absurd comedic style. And at number 1, Step Brothers. I recently rewatched this and I cracked up the whole way through. This is really just a comedy masterpiece. And I'm going to say the Adam McKay, Will Ferrell collaborations kind of transcend just regular lowbrow comedy. I think these are just really strange, absurd works of art. So here's to hoping that Will Ferrell can find a really good director like Adam McKay to collaborate with in the future. Otherwise, we're just going to see him make more mediocre stuff like this.